Check, 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 check. Yo, can you guys hear me? Check, 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 check. Yo, can you guys hear me? There's a delay. Yo, can you guys hear me? There's a delay. All right. Does it sound like there's a delay on my end, or can you hear me just clearly? There's a delay. All right. Does it sound like there's a delay on my end, or can you hear me just clearly? There's a delay. All right. Does it sound like there's a delay on my end, or can you hear me just clearly? All right. Does it sound like there's a delay on my end, or can you hear me just clearly? Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Check. Check. What about now? Check. No delay. We're all good. All right, guys, before I get started, one more time, I just need a mic check. I just need you guys to tell me if everything's clear. There's no repeat. Everything's good to go. It's good now? All right, then. It's good now. All right, cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, give me one more second. How's everybody doing tonight, man? How's everybody doing tonight? How's all my guys doing? How's all my men doing? How's all my semen retention brothers doing tonight, man? Everybody doing good tonight? Everybody in good spirits? Despite everything that's going on in this chaotic world, you living good, your family's good, you doing good. For some reason, I'm still getting a little bit of echo. Give me one more second. I haven't used this software in a while, you guys, so it hasn't been set up properly with this new equipment. I've been, been using the StreamYard. So I thought I would go back to this today, go back to the old school style, man, because I like it a lot better. It's a little bit cleaner as far as, dealing with trolls and dealing with, all sorts of things that YouTube throws through loopholes. So this is a cleaner, program to use for me. So this is what I think I'm going to roll with tonight. Unless we're still having some delays, then I might have to close out the stream and then open up StreamYard, which I really don't want to do. But anyways, let's see who's in here tonight, man. We got Zay's in the building. We got my boy Swayze, my guy Swayze in the building. What's happening with you, Chief? Good to see you tonight, brother. We got Matthew in the building. We got Breselton. Is that how you name? Breselton Kelly in the house. What's happening with you, player? We got Matthew in the house tonight. We got my man Trent in the house. What's happening with you, Trent, man? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you in here tonight, man. My boy Ray in the building. Hey, Ray, it's been a minute, man. I miss your old videos, bro. I miss your own videos, bro. I'm glad to see you in here tonight, Mr. G35. Good to see you, bro. Good to hear from you, man. Famous is in the building. 500 days is crazy. Hey, no, you ain't lying, bro. 500 days. I did it again. I'm back. I'm back. Your man is back. Check it out. Check him out. Check him out. Check him out. I'm here, okay? I'm here tonight, man, to inspire y'all some more, to tell y'all, man, what you gonna have to do to make it through these hard times. I told y'all we was in the fourth quarter of this thing, didn't I? Didn't I come in here and tell y'all we in the fourth quarter of this thing called life, bro? You can look around outside wherever you go, Chief, and you see nothing but drama and chaos all around you. It's all over the news. It's all over your neighborhood. It's in the schools. It's all in your fucking grocery stores, in your local malls. People are in crazy types of energy. Let me tell you guys something, man. I see so much drama going on, bro. The other day I was driving in my car, bro, and it's just people going crazy with road rage, man. It's like people are running out of patience in life. It's like people are so motherfucking irritated that they can't have the common courtesy for another fellow human being, bro. It is getting so bad out here, and I told you guys that this was coming. This is what I call the fourth quarter of life. You have the sun lighting up all these CMEs that are being shot at the planet, bro. And what this does is it sends different types of energies to the planet that we haven't experienced before. And a lot of people don't know how to transmute that energy, and they're letting them drive themselves mad. So this is why you're going around and you're seeing all this chaos. You're seeing all these killings. You're seeing all these grumpy people. You're seeing all these rude people. You're seeing all these people that don't want to conversate with you, don't want to tell you have a good day, knowing that everybody in this motherfucker is struggling just like me and you. It's crazy out here, man. I'm having family drama. I'm having all kind of shit going on in this world today, bro. And this is what we're going to talk about. Despite me feeling so good, doing my thing, and keeping my glow, my 500 plus days of semen retention, bro, I'm just going to tell you what it is that I see. And I see this world falling apart one day at a time. And we got to be the light of the world, gentlemen. This is why we are holding our glow. This is why we have that light. We got to have the light in the darkness, bro. We got to bring these people out of their darkness into their light, into their highest motherfucking vibrational self. And the only way we going to do that, bro, is by staying positive despite all the shit that's happening to you, okay? Despite everything that's happening to you, bro, you have to be that light. You can't let this negativity get to you, because let me tell you what they're trying to do. They're trying to make everybody upset. They're trying to do all this division between people, bro. Okay, it's crazy what's going on here. But the key goal is to make sure that you live a frustrated life. So you walk around in anger, which is a low vibrational energy, which is going to keep your ass at a low frequency. So you will not be able to rise. You will not be able to be that fucking bright star that you know you are, that the Most High put us here to do. He put us here to fucking uplift. He put us here to fucking be the fucking example, you guys, okay? And you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot let this society bring you down, because this is exactly what they're trying to do, okay? It is absolutely crazy what's going on out here, gentlemen, okay? So we just have to focus. We got to stay on our journey. And no matter what, bro, don't give up, because the more you try, the better the things are going to get. I know things are hard. I know you have other things to worry about in your life, like trying to put food on your table, trying to put gas in your car, trying to keep a fucking job so you can keep a roof over your head. But at the same time, you got to understand it all starts with you. You the star player. You the star player in your life, man. You got to understand it all starts with you. So the focus begins on motherfucking semen retention, bro. Worry about yourself first and then try to save somebody else, okay? Because all I see, bro, all I see around me is society in turmoil. People hating each other, people cussing out each other, people killing each other, families fighting against families, friends fighting against friends. It is absolutely amazing what's going on out here, bro. But I tell you one thing, you must keep your head on straight, because this is the energy that's going to drag you down and try to take you to hell. Remember, the key is to rise. We're trying to get to heaven. We're trying to get to the glory. We're trying to get to the Most High. And the only way you're going to be able to get to the Most High, bro, is like how? You got to be a fucking example. You got to be damn near perfect. You got to work on yourself so damn tough that you have little to no flaws. And the number one thing that they trying to fucking conjure out of us is anger. And this is how I'm going to start this stream tonight. You got to understand, fellas. You got to understand this today and age, bro. In order to get through this fucking traps that the Matrix is trying to put on us, G, you got to be emotionless, bro. You can't let your emotions conquer you. Despite all the things going around that's trying to fucking disrupt your happiness, you got to be emotionless, okay? You got to be able to stay in a mind free. You got to stay in a mind state where you're just peaceful, bro, okay? You're just peaceful. No matter what is going on around you, you ain't going to let it lower your fucking frequency and throw you off and get you in the crab in the bucket mentality and drag you back down like everybody else. Because I'm telling you right now, all it takes is a second. All it takes is a road rage accident. All it takes is someone to step on your Nikes the wrong way. You have to remain and keep your cool, bro, because we are in the fourth quarter of the game. And the game is trying to make you lose your cool at all costs. So remember, guys, we are practicing on semen retention, being emotionless, okay? This is the key. This is the key. This is how you're going to win in this game. This is how you're going to get out of this motherfucker with your head screwed on tight, okay? You're not going to fall into these traps that society's trying to set up for you. So let's get it rolling. What up, fellas? How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing, man? Everybody doing good? I know y'all doing good, man. Y'all on SR. I know y'all doing good, man. Y'all are on SR, so I know y'all doing good. Look, I come in here tonight, man, just to say a couple things, man. There's a couple things that I want to mention, okay? Number one, man, you are one of a kind on semen retention. I want you to understand that you're one of a kind, okay? There's little and less than 3 to 5% men in this world practicing the art of retention, gentlemen, okay? So what's this mean? That means like you one of the only men that's going to keep his cool no matter what happens, okay? No matter what happens, you're going to be one of these dudes always going to keep his cool, okay? You're going to have your head screwed on right, all right? You're going to have empathy for the next man, all right? You're not going to let your angers and your emotions get to you, okay? You're going to always see the best in people despite what's going on in your life, okay? And this is why you are walking and carrying the light, okay? We are setting an example for everybody else. And sooner or later, what's going to happen, guys, is people are going to fall in line. People are going to be tired of their lives crumbling all around them with no control. People are going to be tired of getting into it with other people in their lives, okay? And the number one thing I told you what happens when you start this retention journey seriously is you go into solitude. You go into being by yourself, a solo dolo man, focusing on your goals, focusing on the positive things that you already have in your life and being thankful for everything that the Most High is giving you, all right? Because we're only ones out here that are actually awake in this society. The rest of society's out here spilling their seed left and right. The rest of society's out here fornicating. The rest of society's out here indulging in sexual activities, self-pleasure, all right? And they're slowly destroying themselves from the inside out. Their lives is chaotic in hell. They're not happy with themselves. They're indulging in alcohol, drugs, smoking, eating too much food, hanging out late, not getting no sleep. Instead of working on themselves and becoming a wise one, sticking your head in a book, sticking your head in some articles and read something that's going to enlighten you, something that's going to help your life, make yourself better so you can go out and teach the next man. This is what we have going on out here. And it's very, very important for you guys to understand that it's easy to be a leader in today, all right? It's easy to be a leader, man, because at a time like this where people are just giving up, people are just following people like follow the leader. They jumping off the bridge with the rest of the people in the world, okay? And they're never going to be able to get their lives corrected like they wish they could, all right? This is why we have to be the example. This is why we have to be the leaders, the strong ones, okay? It's the only way. It's the only way in today's society like this that a man is going to be able to take his life, okay? Take his own life, bro, by the reins and control it, okay? Because if you're not doing this, you're going to fall into depression. You're going to be worrying about things that's going on in your job. You're going to be worrying about your money in your bank account being low. Instead of walking the path of least resistance, bro, and finding that thing, that tiny little light that the Most High has for you to follow, okay? This ain't an easy road, man. It's not an easy road. But I promise you this, if you just focus and you just stay on that path, bro, eventually what's going to happen is that road is going to open up wide and you're going to be given all sorts of blessings. You're going to be given all sorts of gifts that you never imagined would come possibly true to you, okay? Because you stayed true to yourself. Instead of letting this society rip you apart, keep your confidence low, tell you you're not good enough, you got to understand that you are good enough. You got to understand that you are the best that you can be. You just have to dig deep down inside, bro, and pull that light out. And once you pull that light out, you become unstoppable, bro. No one can stop you. You got to understand that. This battle is me versus me. Look in the mirror. Tell yourself. Talk to yourself every single day. I don't give a damn if someone hears you in the mirror talking to yourself, telling you that you're the best thing that you could ever possibly imagine. You need to do this, bro, because the minute you take control of your life, all these things around you will start getting better, and we will be able to uplift the fucking vibration of this planet one person at a time. But you got to understand, it starts with you. And the hardest thing to do in this world is conquer that lower sexual demon, that sexual demon that done got all of us at a young age, that sexual demon that they put all over the internet, that sexual demon that they make you think that in order to be a real man, that you have to fucking release your vital energy to nothing. Okay? This energy is so powerful, you guys. It can cultivate anything you want in your life. Think about this. Manifestations, visions of prosperity, abundance, authority, confidence. Everything that a man wishes that he could be, he has. But he has to wake up from the spell. And this spell that's been putting on all of us men is fucking detrimental, you guys. It is crazy how it's got us in a chokehold, okay? But I'm telling you right now, as a fucking leading example of this community, 512 days and counting, gone 20 months, gone 3 months, gone a couple months. I've gone over 4 years of my life of pure retaining, and it has turned me into the best version of myself that I could ever imagine. I am calm. I can go and take on any situation. I have so many negative things that are going on in my life right now, and you guys would never be able to tell. And that is what I'm telling you. You have to be emotionless. You have to focus, bro. You have to take all of this negative shit that's going around in your life and you have to transmute it into positive things. And the minute you learn to do that, the better you're going to become, because you're instantly going to become calm. No one's ever going to be able to throw you off your horse. No one's ever going to be able to throw you off your game. You're going to be able to focus on your goal and achieve them no matter what, because you are that unstoppable force. You have the life force that the Most High gave you to create life. There is nothing more powerful than a man walking in his true power. And this is why they've thrown us on the bottom of society and they've got us to indulge in all these things, because we literally have forgot who the fuck we are. But I'm telling you right now, this is the most important time in your fucking life to do this. The world is falling apart. We need leaders more than ever before. And the only way you're going to combat all the bullshit that's going on in this world is by retaining your seed. That is it. That is the key to a man's life. Unlock all your gifts. Become one in a million. Be that leader of your family that destroys all these disgusting generational curses. This ain't a game, fellas. You guys really wanted to test yourselves. Well, here we are in the 4th quarter of life. And you can see it with your own 2 eyes. Everything is falling apart around us. Everything. And you have the key to fix your own destiny. It's going to be up to you. I can only sit here and tell you how my life has transformed. I can only sit here and be the voice in your ear to try to inspire you to do the right things. But you have to take control of your life. And there's no better time than this, when you can look outside with your own 2 eyes and see the destruction that is going on around you. You know the Most High is returning soon. And I hope your ass is preparing. I hope you're taking this shit seriously. Because, guys, we are here. We've been talking about it for the last 3 years. The end of this place. The Most High returning. All of these things that are going on in our society that's chaotic. You're seeing it. And now it's time for you to step up. You have to step up and you have to focus. And when you do this, I promise you, you're going to be rewarded with gifts that you could never imagine. I have so many amazing things going on in my life that negative people are coming out of the woodwork to try to bring me down. What does that tell you, gentlemen? What does that tell you? That tells you you're on the right path. when you got haters and you got people coming out the woodwork trying to fucking knock you off of your purpose, you're doing the right thing. And we found the key, which is retention. Screw all this sexual fucking lust that's going on in the society. For one time in your life, say no to something. Stand up. Be a man. Take control of your life and watch what happens to you. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful what's happening to my life, you guys. I never thought I would get to a point where I would be totally calm about everything despite the circumstances that are going on all around me, okay? And I'm going to be the leader like I told you guys since I first came on here. I'm going to be the example. I'm going to do this for you, for the Most High, and myself, and I'm proving that. Now, I want to read you guys something. I want to read you guys a comment that a subscriber left me, which I thought was really, really interesting, bro, okay? Because here's someone that came on my channel, was watching my videos, and told me that he was inspired. Told me that he was inspired by the things that I was doing. Told me all the problems that he was having during retention. How he would be going back and forth off of retention. He said it got so fucking strong that it eventually took over his whole life, and only thing he could transmute out of his body was positivity. Here's someone that's giving us another example. We have many, many more, but just the content, the context of this person's message just made me want to share this with you guys, okay? It is absolutely beautiful what a man can cultivate in his own life if he just takes control. You have the key. There is nobody else stopping you but you. You must understand that. Stop being distracted, guys. Focus. Say for once in your life, I'm going to do something and I'm going to stick by it. And I promise you guys, I promise you as I sit here tonight on this microphone looking you dead in the eyes, that is going to change your life for the better forever. So let me go ahead and pull out this comment real quick and let me read it to you guys. Oh, I appreciate the super chat, Ray. Keep pushing that truth. I'm going to keep pushing that truth, and we're going to keep rocking tonight. So let me go ahead and try to pull up this comment real quick from one of my subscribers who left this the other night. Like I said, it's a beautiful, beautiful comment, and I told him that I was going to share it with you guys. So let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. Okay, here we go. Check this out. He said his name is Paulo, Pallo 87, Paulo. And he says, I've done 145 days of retention, and it was amazing. Why I stopped is because I went through a spiritual awakening at the time, and the beauty of it all scared me. I know it sounds crazy and all, but at the moment I became detached from my ego and was one with all. My old self was dying, and I was going towards the unknown. I was not prepared to feel the amount of love I felt, unconditional love for no reason at all. Old habits died hard, and I went back to the familiar destructive life I had. Since then, I've been going back and forth. It doesn't work. I gotta stay committed. These sensory pleasures is nothing compared to the love and health you can cultivate through semen retention. You motivate me to get on it again. Thank you for the reminder, brother. Now, here is someone that came on the channel that's been here time and time again, going back and forth in his life, battling these demons that we all have. Okay, guys, I told you guys, this is a spiritual warfare out here. All right, we fighting against things that are unseen. All right, this is why they have the society set up the way they have it. This is why all the chaos is going around you, because eventually what you're going to do is you're just going to join in. If you can't beat them, join them kind of mentality. Okay, this is what's happening out here. And then here you have this gentleman explaining clearly to you that it's okay. It's okay to fall off, but you got to get right back up on your horse and keep going. And eventually what you're going to find out is you're going to find out the truth. You're going to have this energy eventually take over your whole life, bro, and make you a better person. Okay. That is what we're here to do. That is what the Most High wants you to do. I told you guys, in order to get to heaven, whatever you want to call it, whatever your sanctuary is out of this place that we call hell, okay, the lower realms. This is where we are, where all the chaos happens, where you can lose your life just by stepping outside. It's drama every single where you go. You got to fucking have a job and pay your fucking bills every fucking 30 days. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to eat this. You got to eat that. You got to take your shots in your ass. You got to worry about colds and sickness. We already know this isn't the place that we're meant to be. So we're all here in a test of life to try to prove ourselves worthy to be able to make it, bro. Okay? So you got to understand there's going to be times where you're just battling you, okay? But I gave you guys the key. I gave you guys the blueprint. And what is the blueprint that I've been talking about for fucking the last 3.5, 4 years? It's called retaining your seed. You go into a state where you're not focused on outside world anymore. You're only focused on bettering your life. And when a man betters his life, that is when all the opportunities of the world present themselves to you. You must understand this. All of us want to have good things in our life. All of us want to be happy. All of us want to find our twin flame. All of us want to have a good job. All of us want to have a happy life with no drama. Well, I'm telling you where you must begin this journey, and it starts with you as the man by retaining that glow. And once you do this, I promise you, you will be able to open up conversations with the Most High, and he will hear what it is that you want. And he already knows what it is that you want because he created you. So he doesn't need to ask you what you want. He knows what you want, but you have to prove yourself. And all these people that I see that are going through these things on the internet, I watch so many people's videos, you guys. I watch so many content creators' videos, you guys, and all of them are saying the same things. Oh, I wish I'm broke. I wish I had money. I wish I had views. I wish I had subscribers. I wish I had this. I wish I had that. But I'm going to tell you one thing right now. None of these folks that are wishing and wanting these things are practicing what it is I told you that the Most High wants you to do, which requires the most discipline that a man could ever put forth, and that is semen retention. But yet all these people want to go around and they want to dog the semen retention community for trying to freaking do the right thing in their lives. But yet these other people are not even practicing it. Whether if they have a girlfriend or a wife or not, that's not the point. The point is they're still in their lower vibrational energies. They're still out here depleting their balls every single day. And they wonder why their life is stagnant. They wonder why they can't feel good every day. They wonder why they're being emotional every single day like a female when life gets to them. Okay? I told you, emotionalist, Jim Jones. Okay? You got to put your emotions aside. This is what you have to do as a man. Okay? This is where the most strongest warriors that we've ever known in the world got their drives from. I'm talking about samurais. I'm talking about gladiators. I'm talking about real life heroes got their powers from retaining all of their sexual energy. This is how you're able to keep that fucking swagger. This is how you're able to be that man that everybody looks up to. The people that want to come to you and ask you for advice because it looks like you have it all together, and you do. You're not going to let things around you bother you. You're not going to let anything knock you off of your journey because you are focused. And this is why these people become the leaders. We've seen many, many examples. We've seen all the examples that we need to know this is the truth. So the problem is, guys, You. If you're still struggling, the problem is you. You have to get somewhere. You have to put yourself in the right state of mind. You have to eat the correct diet. You have to get the proper amount of sleep. You have to drink your water. You have to put in the work to get what it is that you want out of this life and stop complaining about it. It makes me sick seeing a grown man complain that his life is shit. If you guys only knew what I was going through right now. And I will probably decide to share that at the end of this stream. But I've already pretty much explained it to you in some other streams of what I'm going through. And things have gotten 100 times worse. And this is the reason why you haven't seen me. But look how it is. Look how I am. Look at my demeanor. Do I look like I'm in a bad mood? Do it look like I'm sad? Am I getting emotional and screaming at the camera and screaming at my subscribers? No, I'm not. You're seeing a man that is flowing with the energy that is inside of me. And I have found calm waters. I have found the secret of life. I have found a happy space. And I'm trying to share it with you guys because I want you guys to get here too. Because I'm telling you, as I see here tonight, if you don't get here, you're going to end up being engulfed by this negative energy that is going all around our world today. I told you we were in the fourth quarter, and they are pouring it on. They are making things harder. They are pulling people's jobs from underneath them. They are raising the prices on food. They are raising the prices on housing. They are fucking making us scramble. And only the strong will survive these upcoming days. We are in the last days, gentlemen. We are in the last days. And it's not going to get easy. But I can tell you this much. When you have that energy in your body, when you have your head screwed on right, you're going to make the right decisions when the decisions need to be made. You are not going to let these things around you in our world destroy you. And this is what they want. Truth and Broadcasting Station. What's happening with you, brother? Great community posts on Bro Sanchez link. That stuff clicked many cylinders, and it does. Shout out to Bro Sanchez, one of my favorite YouTubers, okay? He has a lot of controversial stuff. They don't talk about retention, okay? There's a lot of channels out here that don't talk about retention. There's a lot of channels out here that are still uninformed about the power of retention. And that's fine and dandy because we have teachers in all different aspects, bro, okay? And Bro Sanchez, if you guys have not checked out my brother's channel, go over to Bro Sanchez's channel, bro, and be prepared to sit through fucking 5, 6 hour, 7-hour lectures, okay? This man really knows what he's talking about, bro. He's somebody that's been here before, okay? He's an awakened soul, all right? And he's sharing a bunch of vital information with you guys that you guys really need to take a hold of, okay? Because we are in fact here. And I told you in the last days, there's so many things that you're going to learn. You're going to get the truth about everything, okay? Everything that was once in the light is going to come to or everything that was once in the dark is going to come to the light, okay? And this is what we're seeing, okay? We're seeing this on all aspects of the world, okay? From semen retention to uncovering all the truths that's going on that they don't want you to know. So go check out my bro Sanchez channel when you get a chance. Caesar GTO, what's happening, Caesar? He says, yo, Darius, I'm on day 15 and I'm getting hit with some bad withdrawals. Could you elaborate on that, Caesar? What you mean by bad withdrawals, bro? You're on day 15. Listen, I'm glad you brought that up because I really, really want to mention something, okay? Let me give you guys a good analogy about retention, okay? I'm going to give you guys a really good analogy about retention. Think about it like this. Every day that you go, let's just say that's $1, okay? Every single day that you go, let's just say you get $1, okay? You get $1 from the Most High. Let's pretend there is no money, okay? I want you guys to play along with me, Muppet babies. Use your imagination, okay? I want you guys to think about this. Every day you go on retention on what you're supposed to do, the Most High will give you $1, okay? Most of you guys talking about you on day 2, day 3 of semen retention. Well, let me tell you something. Spiritually, you're broke as hell. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Spiritually, you are broke as hell, okay? You have no funds. You broker than broke, okay? You might be able to buy yourself a bottle of Aquafina, okay? You're broke, all right? Because you're not trying to earn your money. You're not trying to earn your spiritual currency. So this is how I'm going to put y'all out there who think this is a game. I'm going to put you in check. Every day you've gone, you get $1. Now, let me ask you a question. How much money is $2 or $3? How much money is $15? So if you've gone 2 or 3 days, you're spiritually broke, bro. Okay? And I don't mean you're just spiritually broke in your pockets. You're spiritually broke on the inside. Okay? Your life is not going anywhere. Okay? You ain't trying. Okay? I don't want to hear no excuses, bro. Okay? You are spiritually broke as fuck. All right? And you can't buy a goddamn thing. So I don't want to hear these cats going around here talking about they trying and they doing this and they on day 3 and 4 and 5. You might as well just keep that to yourself that you're broke, player. All right? Because ain't no female going to be interested in a nigga that can't fucking put in the work, the discipline that it takes to go earn some money in a job to support his family. You spiritually broke, boy. Okay? And you better figure it out. All right? For one time in your life, stack some chips, put some money away, do what's right in a fucking world and today where you need to be saving as much money as possible to get out of this hellhole and make a better future for you and yours. All of us have a soulmate. All of us have a twin flame. All of us do. Most of us will never be with our fucking twin flame or our soulmate. Let that sink in. And you know why that is? It's because niggas like this that come in and say they're on day 3, they're on day 15. Let me tell you something. All of us have a twin flame, bro. All of us have a soulmate. But in this world, in order to get your twin flame and get your soulmate, bro, you have to go on a divine journey. And that divine journey is going to take fucking self-love and discipline, celibacy, loving yourself. So when your divine partner comes into your life, that you two will be together forever. But what is happening out here is you've let society trick you into thinking that just because you walk outside and you see some females that are walking down the street in some tight pants and you go holler at them, that's going to be your partner for life. This is where they done fucked us up at, okay? We're not supposed to be out here fornicating, guys. We're not supposed to be out here chasing women. You're supposed to be on your journey. And when you are on your journey and you're doing the right things, guess who's going to intervene in your life? That's right. The person that you respect the Most High. He is going to bring the person that you're supposed to be with for the rest of your life. But the truth is, ain't nobody out here have earned it. This is the truth. This is why nobody out here is really with the people that they're supposed to be with. You know why? Because if you were with the person that you were really supposed to be with, you would never break up. You would never be divorced. You would never be hopping from dick to dick to dick, from coochie to coochie to coochie, if you were with the person that you were supposed to be with. But the problem is, all of you are in the sin of lust. All of you are in the sin of fornication. And what you're going to get when you play this fucking game is you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And you're going to end up bringing karmatic debt into your life, which is having a karmatic partner, which is going to fucking cause you hell, is going to take time out of your fucking life and take you off of your purpose. It is important and it is imperative to understand If you want perfection in your life, you truly want happiness in your life, then you must earn it and you must do it the right way. Instead of believing every single thing that fucking society tells you, you must turn your back and go the opposite way. And once you do this, you will get closer and closer to the divine's true purpose for you, which is celibacy, which is retaining your seed. And once you've proven yourself to the Most High, I promise you on your life, He will bring you the person that is meant to be with you. But as long as you keep playing this game, you're just going to be an unhappy person going through karmatic fucking debt after karmatic fucking debt until you're old and gray and you're in the grave and you have to start this fucking journey all over again. Mark my words, gentlemen. I'm telling you some shit that you need to know and understand. The next person that will be in my life will be the divine twin flame, the divine soulmate for me, because I am doing the right thing. I have cut all ties with any types of fornication. I have cut all ties with any kind of lust. I have cut all ties to anything that isn't serving me a greater purpose. And this is what the divine wants you to do. So understand that. The shorter distance that you're going in these days, the more spiritually broke you are. And you have a long way before you stack up enough fucking spiritual currency to be able to actually manifest what it is that you want. I'm giving you some shit that ain't nobody else gonna tell you. But if you still want to keep going and bumping your head and thinking you know it all, then keep going and getting this karmatic debt in your life and keep going through these karmic circles over and over again. And you're never going to learn. You're going to keep fucking up. You're going to keep having problems because that's the way the Most High works. He's going to let you bump your head 1,000,000 times until you fucking get it. So I'm trying to save you an excruciating amount of fucking time with the truth. Do what I'm telling you and watch what happens in your life. Okay, Caesar says, like I had a ton of energy the first week, but the second week my body knew I was making changes and I got hit with the flu-like symptoms, anxiety, dizziness, and tiredness and laziness. Now, let me explain something to you, Caesar. Let me explain something to you. You're not necessarily going to try to blame that on your body, okay? There's outside forces in this world that don't want you to do the right thing, okay? And the minute you start doing the right thing, what's going to happen to you is you're going to be attacked, okay? These outside forces, these spiritual demons, whatever the hell you want to call them, know you better than you know yourself. They know what's going to make you quit. They know what's going to make you make an excuse for you to fucking fall off the wagon and go back to all your fucking bad habits. You got to be stronger than that, bro. You are a fucking man. I hate hearing excuses that are weak like that, bro. That are weak like that. Do you guys really want me to sit up here and act like I'm better than you? Is that what you want me to say? I know you don't want me to say that. But this is what you make me want to do. Because you're making excuses, bro. If I can sit up here and do what I've done, there's no fucking excuse for you. You just have to take control of your life and stop making excuses, bro. There's no one going to come and save you. Ain't nobody going to feel sorry for you because you got sick. Ain't nobody going to feel sorry for you because you're going through karma. Ain't nobody going to feel sorry for you, bro. You got to figure it out. You got to figure it out, homie. Okay? And as a man, I don't take excuses. All right. If I ever become the head coach of anything. I don't take excuses, bro. Okay. And I never will. Excuses are weak. All right. You can do everything that it is that I can do and better, but you're just not trying. We should be having more people up here like me. Okay. Everybody I should be talking to in this comment section should have the fucking will and the drive, bro. Okay. And the mindset to understand that they can't be stopped. And something weak like a cold gonna stop a man? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. You're a man, bro. There ain't nothing out here that can stop you. Your ancestors done been in wars after wars after wars after wars defending this fucking world, okay? And if they were to have that attitude like you, that I got fucking sick and dizzy and give up, then you wouldn't even be here, my nigga. So you got to figure out some way in your life, bro, to man the fuck up and stop making excuses for little boozy shit like that that's holding you back. I told you how to manifest it is what you want to do. If you're having problems that are that fucking weak, bro, you need to be writing this shit down on a piece of paper and reciting it to you as manifestation, saying that what you're going to do. That's how you quit the weakness. That's how you break the weakness spell, okay? You got to fucking take control of your life, bro, and understand you are not a female, and we don't make excuses as men, okay? We are the leaders, bro. All right. And you are the leaders for your bloodline. And your bloodline, I know your bloodline ain't weak or you wouldn't be here. Okay. So you got to dig deep, homeboy. You got to make some serious fucking changes in your life and tell yourself that I am not going to be stopped. And if I do have a minor setback, it's only going to be a minor setback. And I'm going to go further and further and further the next fucking time. That's the kind of mentality that you got to have, man. Okay. We can't be sitting up here and talking about little weak stuff like this, holding a strong ass man with all the willpower in the world that the Most High put inside you and let this shit stop you, brother. Okay. Focus. Facts. VVS says, preach, man. The universe understands our desires and goals, but we have to be our best versions to unlock that reality. Exactly. Exactly. It's like this, guys. It's like we all, like I said, we all wish that we could have what it is that we want in life. Okay. The problem is nobody's just going to be giving handouts to anything. I don't care who you are. No one's going to be giving handouts. Everything in this world you have to earn. You should know that by now just by looking at having a job and not having the things that you want in life, because you got to have X amount of dollars to get what it is that you want in life. Everything that you want in life, you have to earn. Who do you think that philosophy came from, player? That philosophy came from your creator. Okay. There's nothing new under the sun. Okay. The Most High ain't giving out handouts. He created real men and real warriors for a reason, for you to fucking prove yourself. And the way you prove yourself is that big word that we all like to use, but nobody demonstrates, which is discipline. All right. Discipline. That is the key, bro. All right. Just practice discipline. Okay. Put yourself in a space where there's nobody around you that's going to be able to affect your energy to the point where you're not going to be able to focus. Because if you're able just to get to that point and then you start practicing sexual retention, the art of mastering your lower self, there shouldn't be anything around you to distract you. You shouldn't be having any of these issues. You are constantly being watched by the fucking divine heavenly creator. Are you crazy? And you're out here making excuses that you can't you can't quit touching your dick. You can't quit fornicating, which is a sin, which is only going to fucking put you in a bad space. Okay. You're never going to get what it is you want out of this life, bro, because you're making excuses. The Most High is watching you. What don't you get? You're being recorded every single minute of the day. I don't get you, Negroes. How would you really act? Think about it. If you had a flying drone that literally was 5 feet over your head wherever you went and was watching every single move that you was doing, would you really be fucking sitting on the hub, reaching in your pants, spanking your meat? Honestly, would you really be going out to the clubs, getting drunk, intoxicating yourself with spirits, smoking fucking marijuana, right? And then fornicating with someone that ain't your wife? If you knew the Most High was watching every single thing that you're doing, you're being watched, man. There's no excuse for what it is that you're doing, bro. Okay? And you better take it seriously because it's your life. It's your life. You the one going to get punished. All right? You the one who's going to get punished. So I don't get you guys that don't understand that there's a big, huge eye in the sky that can see and hear every single thing that you're doing. And you wonder why you stuck in the position that you in. You wonder why you ain't a leader like me sitting up here on a microphone talking to thousands of people. You wonder why you're not in that position because you ain't earned it. So there ain't no reason for you to get mad and get jealous over the next man for something that you can't do. That'd be like a nigga going to a job, working at a job 15 years. And then all of a sudden you just get the job there and you think all of a sudden you should be the manager for no reason over the nigga that's been there 15 years that's really doing a superb job. It's like you guys don't understand the way things work in life. Everything in life, bro, requires effort, man. I don't care what it is you do. Ain't nothing gonna be done from sitting on your ass with no effort. Okay, I know that you want to believe that that's the way things happen in this world, but that might happen to a very small few percentage of people. But I guarantee you, at the very least, they did the work to put themselves in that position. Okay, that is what you need to understand. And you really need to understand that every single time you think you're all alone in that room and you turn on the tube and you turn on the hub and you grab that bottle of lotion, you're reaching in your pants, your father, your creator has just now left you right there in that room, turned his back on you and walked away from you. And you no longer have no protection from any demonic attacks, from any fucking negative energy, from anything like that coming into your life and fucking you up because you literally have just disrespected who you are and the creator, bro. Okay. I'm telling you what it is. So you guys better get it together, man. I told you this is a fourth quarter. There's no more time for bullshit. Okay. For someone to even have the audacity to tell me they're on day 3, day 12, that's embarrassing, bro. Okay. That's embarrassing. All right. Unless you honestly do have a wife. And even if you do have a wife, you still need to be learning how to do this because just because you have a wife doesn't mean you're off the hook. All right. You're depleting yourself. You're robbing yourself from spiritual fucking currency, spiritual happiness. You're robbing yourself from a long life. Okay. Because you have a problem. You have a problem that you really need to seriously look into. Just because they don't tell you in society that you need to go see a fucking doctor for that, okay, doesn't mean that you don't have a problem. You have a problem. You have an addiction, man. All right? And it's only going to fucking make your life worse, okay? All that envy, all that jealousy, all that hate, when your balls are low, you become one of those fucking haters. You become one of those fucking trolls. You become one of those low vibrational negative energy people who are jealous of the next man. And don't sit here and tell me that it's not true. I know it's true. That's what happens when your balls are depleted as a man. All right. You have these thoughts that come into your head because you're easily influenced, because you have no spiritual protection. This shit is more seriously than you fools think, man. And I'm the one that's going to put your ass in check and tell you the truth. Whether you like me or not, I really don't give a fuck. I really don't. Okay? I'm here to give you the message. I'm here to fucking wake you up. And we are in those crucial times, fellas. There is no more time to be playing around. Okay? There's no more time to be joking and laughing and giggling and think this is a game. When your ass is still stuck in the same level that you were 3 years ago when we first start talking about this shit. That is what you need to be focused on. Canadian Bro TV says, I started studying Spanish to get my mind away from the foolishness of the Matrix. And that's what I'm talking about. And that's what I'm talking about. That is the type of transmutation that I'm talking about. Okay? Just the simple fact that you're able, bro, to put your energy into that and focus and redirect your energy to something like that, bro, that's going to bring you abundance into your life. Okay. There's not very many people in this world that are fluent in more languages than 2. Okay. There's not very many people in this world. And guess what? That job, that type of talent, and that type of skills pays bills. Okay. You can fly to a different country. You can even work from this country, and you could be someone that teaches people both English and Spanish, and you can make a career just off of that alone. Okay. Just off of that alone. And that requires, bro, that requires intelligence, that requires patience, that requires discipline, that requires diligence. And these are the factors that you get from retaining your seed. We've already said this a million times. You guys know these are the factors. All right? Your mind, bro. Your mind, you're unlocking different fucking brain patterns in your head, bro. You're able to learn more. You're able to take in more. These are the things that are going to happen to you when you are retaining your fluid to that level, guys. This is what it means to be that 1% man. I don't get it. But yet we still, like I said, we have guys that I watch people's videos. They can't even speak English correctly. These dudes, they can't even, they talk about the Bible all day long, and these niggas don't even pull out the Bible and read it because they don't want to get embarrassed. They can't even read because they are not even trying to do what we're telling them to do, which is going to make you smarter. It's proven to raise your IQ, but yet you're still playing with your balls. You're saying Bible this, Bible that, and you can't even read the Bible. You act like the Bible is some 5th grade level reading book. The Bible is way more sophisticated than that, and this is why you never hear any of these people quote any of these verses. This is why you never hear any of these people come on their live streams that they quote the Bible and this and that and read directly from the Bible. I know, I've read it. So you're not going to sit here and tell me that you're on top of your game when you can't even practice what you preach. It's sad out here. There is no leaders in this community. I get sick and tired of people telling me that they're leaders in this semen retention community. You're not no leaders. I dare any of you guys to come on a live stream with me. I dare you. All you guys that are claiming that you're leaders, come on a live stream with a Shaved Lion King and let's see what you know. Let's see what you know. You're not going to do it. So stop running your mouth and saying that you're a leader and you're the realest and you're that. No, you're not. Okay. And you're not even practicing retention. So stop even saying the word semen retention. When you can't even make it past 3 days, you're spiritually broke. You're spiritually broke. And there's no way a spiritually broke person should be trying to feed the sheep. There's no way. There's no knowledge that you could give somebody else when you're just as broke as them. That is the most backwards, retarded shit I've ever heard of. But yet, this is all I see in our community. You're not on my level, and you never will be. And no one will ever take you seriously, bro. Nobody, because you're not really doing this. Nick says, flatline is all mental. You got to work through those energy blockages. It is all mental. It is. Just like telling yourself, I'm sick. People don't even understand that sickness is mental too, is more mental than it is actual sickness. If you're telling your body, what your body will listen to everything that you're saying. So if you're talking yourself down, you're saying you're broke. Well, guess what, nigga? You're going to be broke. This is the way it works. You're manifesting your own fucking destiny by the words that come out of your mouth. Everything is power of the tongue, bro. Once you're telling yourself you have a certain situation, then guess what? That situation is going to play out and unfold in front of you. You need to be telling yourself that you're rich, you're abundant. You need to be telling yourself that you're talented, you're skilled, you're highly favored. You need to talk yourself up and build yourself up properly in order to be able to have the things that you want out of life. So by telling yourself that you're broke, telling yourself that you can't do it, telling yourself that I'm just going to relapse this one time, talking to yourself like that, that's going to keep you in the same state that you're at, bro. Half the stuff in this world, man, that you don't realize that you can program in your mind, bro, just by the power of your tongue. This is why you have to have positive conversations with yourself. This is why you got to keep negative people out of your fucking life, bro. Okay? You have to keep negative people out of your life, bro, because their energy can be absorbed by you. Sitting listening to someone complain all day about how their life is bad is not going to be something that's good for you. This is why I stress for you guys to only follow positive people, okay? To only follow positive people, bro. I get sick and tired of hearing people saying they relapsed. I get sick and tired of people talking all negative. I get sick and tired of seeing other content creators fighting, going back and forth with each other, talking about they gonna hurt each other, talk about gonna do this, they talk about they gonna do that to each other. Like, the more stuff that you follow like this, the more it's going to manifest into your life, okay? People are attracted to fucking drama, bro, okay? And they don't understand that that drama is going to consume your life. And therefore, then you wasted a significant amount of time out of your life subscribing to drama, instead of taking that significant amount of the time and applying it to yourself, which is only going to make you better, okay? There's anything different that I can't do that you can't do, bro, okay? You make me sit up here like I'm this one of a kind dude, and I am in some sense, but I'm only in the sense that you guys aren't trying, okay? Because if you were trying, bro, you'd be on the same level as me. You'd be able to come on my live streams and you'd be wanting to link up with me and do live streams together, okay? But simple fact that I don't have people that don't even approach me like that lets me know everything that I need to know, because I watch everybody, okay? And genuinely, I do want to help a lot of people. But a lot of people are not even trying, bro. A lot of people are not even on this level because they haven't even put forth the effort. They think everything's a joke and a game, okay? You guys better wake up, man, okay? Because pretty soon, I'm not going to be on here giving you these messages, and then who are you going to lean to? You're going to have to go find somebody else that's faking the funk, okay? Because I'm telling you right now, all the people that are on here, they're faking the funk. Just because somebody can give you, some information about retention and give you some information about life, but they're still messed up as a person, okay? That's some people you should just watch out for, bro, okay? Just because they have a few good messages, man, doesn't mean that that's going to be somebody you should follow, bro, because they're going to have some flaws. They're going to have some breakdown mental moments where they come on camera and their energy is all off, okay? And they're diving in the drama, they're spreading negative energy, and now all you've done is absorb all that fucking energy that they just put out, and that's going to affect your life, all right? Positivity is the only thing that you need to be looking for in 2023. If it ain't positive, you need to throw it out the window and move on, okay? And in most cases, I told you guys need to take a detox from social media anyway, all right? You shouldn't even be on here because we already know there's not very many positive messages being spread on social media, okay? And I know half of you guys got Instagrams. I know half of you guys got Facebook. I know half of you guys got YouTube accounts, okay? And there's nothing on here, okay, that is worth you putting a significant amount of your time watching, okay? I give it up. There's a few people on here. I give it up. There is. But for the majority part, your life, you're filling your life with things that you don't need to be involved with, okay? So I'm just giving you guys a warning. Please be careful with your time. Please be careful of what kind of information you're letting into your temple. Be careful of who you're following, okay? Because I've seen some amazing, discouraging shit in the last couple months on YouTube. And you guys are following these people like these people are really going to be really good for you, okay? Because they're not. They're not stable themselves, okay? Yes, they have some good messages, okay? But for the most part, these people still have not worked on themselves to the degree where that you should be sitting up there and ingesting every single thing that they're putting out on their videos. Because like I said, a lot of these people, bro, they're not stable, all right? And you're the one that's going to end up being affected by all that. Truth and Broadcast Station says, I give it to you, D. I don't have patience for these scrubby, how do you say that? Lecherous cowards. Some of these comments sound like troll baiting for your reaction, and they are. Because these are the people that are jealous. These are the people that have empty ball sacks. These are the people that look, they're 20 years old, but look like they're 40. Okay. All these people are in low vibrational energy. And this is what this platform's all about. Okay. There's, like I said, there's a really small fraction of light on this platform. Okay. You guys know who you are. The ones that, that have been on this platform for a long time. You found them. And you know that this platform is full of garbage and low vibrational negative energy, okay? Just like Instagram, just like Facebook, okay? It's full of zombies, all right? And these zombies are going to keep your ass in the same low vibrational state that you've been fucking vibrating in your whole life. You wonder why your life sucks. You wonder why you're going through these problems. You wonder why you're aging like fucking shredded cheese. You wonder why all these things are happening to you because you're still involved in all the crap that society pushes out on you on the daily, okay? I don't dive into all these social media accounts. I really don't. I'll go on there, I'll spread my message, and I'll bounce, okay? I'm not on here listening to drama. Now, don't get me wrong. I've chimed in on some live streams, okay? And I see what's going on because I told you they're talking about the word retention. And if you're going to be talking about retention, then you might have my attention for a little bit, okay? But the minute I start seeing someone that hasn't worked on themselves, that's unstable, okay, I'm out of there, all right? And this is what I'm seeing all over this platform, okay? There's no real leaders in the semen retention community. I'll say it right now. There's no real leaders in the semen retention community. I've looked. Okay, I've looked. I can count 5 on my hand. Okay, I'm not even going to go on there and say their names, but I can count 5 on my hand. Out of all the thousands of people on the semen retention platform, okay, that are really doing this. Now, that's another thing, that are really doing this, that are not just saying it just to get clout, that are not just saying it because they know it's going to get them views. There's only 5 real people that are actually really doing this, bro, okay, that have the information that it is that you need to hear on a daily, that are spreading the positive messages that you should be ingesting. Everybody else is up here capping, okay? It's all for entertainment. Half the people I see on these people's channels are all clowns anyway, okay? Because all they're interested in is the drama, bro, all right? If you don't believe me, just go look around, look at the comment sections, drop in on the live streams, and just watch what these people are subscribing to. I'm telling you the truth. Caesar says, that's a fact. If you hang out with people who all they do is release, you're bringing the same bad energy onto you. That's one thing I definitely noticed. And that's what it is. And this is why YouTube only promotes what they promote. Now, let me ask you guys something. I know a lot of you guys are on YouTube. I know you are because you're hearing the live stream. I know a lot, like I said, I know a lot of you guys got social media. What are the most popular videos on YouTube? I'm going to ask you right now a question. What are the most popular videos on YouTube? The most popular videos are what? Everything about women, Okay. And what you're going to see is you're going to notice is usually everything about women is something sexual. It's, oh, my baby mama cheated on me. Oh, women got all these body counts. Oh, this single mom did this, but everything that is tied to some kind of sexuality. Okay. All of it, bro. All right. Just go look around. It's all tied to some kind of sexuality, bro. This is the most popular content on YouTube. Okay. Besides the killings, besides the shootings, all right, anything that has to do with drama, police beatings, police shootings, you know, burglaries, like just look at the top videos on YouTube that they spread throughout your feed and what do you see? I'm telling you right now, there's very little positive information that they're putting out, all right? This is YouTube as a whole. So if you're wasting your time on YouTube every single day, you're on here every single day checking in, and you already know what it is that you're about to be presented, man, then like I said, you're gonna be part of the problem, okay? Because eventually they're gonna get you, okay? Eventually they're gonna get you to click on one of these videos, and next thing you know, you done spent 2 weeks watching baby mama videos. You done spent 2 weeks watching girls cheating videos. You done spent 2 weeks watching, drive-by shootings. You done spent 2 weeks, watching shit that doesn't even matter to you, okay? Watching shit that is not making you better, okay? If you're going to spend your time on this platform, you've got to learn as a man how to freaking moderate what it is that you're going to be ingesting, okay? You have to, because ain't nobody else going to do it for you, okay? You should be watching lectures, bro, on health. You should be watching lectures on retention. You should be watching lectures on positive messages spreaded by the Most High. Those are things that you should be watching, okay? Not everything else, not all this other bull crap that people are watching, the beefs, the seam retention beefs and all that stuff, man. You guys got to let all that go, bro. Okay. You got to let all that go. It's all distractions. Okay. And like I said, these are the people that will tell you in a heartbeat that they're leaders, which is all cap. All right. There ain't nobody on here giving you relevant information that's, number one, going to help and improve your health. There's nobody out here giving you relevant information, okay, that's going to help you in your life directly with what purpose that you're supposed to be on, okay? Ain't nobody giving out this type of information, all right? They're not doing it. I mean, I've sat on this platform for long enough, and I see what I see, all right? So just protect yourself when you're on YouTube. I'm going to read you guys something real quick. Let me answer a couple of questions. Damien says, I've realized just how important remaining silent on this journey. Yep, there you go. Many people just don't understand it. And that's another huge point that I'm glad you brought up, bro. That's another huge point that you brought up, man. Remaining silent, staying in your own lane, okay? Keeping things to yourself, because most of the people out here, man, they're just not ready for it, okay? What's the saying? When the student is ready, the teacher will appear, okay? I think that's the saying, right? So when the student is ready, okay, the teacher will suddenly appear, okay? And that's real literal, okay? That means the Most High is watching everything. And when he thinks that you're ready to take on this next step in your life, these are when those things are going to come into your life. This is when the help is going to come into your life, okay? But you can't sit here and think that you're ready and your life has not changed. I'm watching everybody's content, bro. And these people they're still stuck in the same rut. And they think just by pushing positive messages when they're not really working on their life is going to work. That's not how it works, bro. You can sit up here all day and regurgitate somebody's information, okay, as your own, and try to push a positive message. But if you're not practicing what you preach, if you're not really working on yourself, then your life is not going to change, okay? Your views are not going to change. Your subscribers are not going to change because you're not giving out the right information, bro, okay? And you're not right yourself, all right? All I'm telling you guys, I have nothing against anybody, but if you want to get to some level, then you got to understand what it's going to take to get to that level, all right? You don't have to make 3 videos every single day. This is what I watch some of you guys. You guys are stuck in this stuff, bro. That's not going to change anything for you, bro. Okay? At that point, all you're doing is trying to satisfy YouTube, which is only going to fill your channel with a whole bunch of content. Ain't nobody going to watch 1,000 of your videos. Are you guys lost your mind? Ain't nobody going to watch 900 videos. Ain't nobody finna watch freaking 600 videos, 500 videos. I don't even got 100 videos. And people will watch my videos over and over. It's not about how much you put out. It's about, can the people come on the channel, look at you, okay? Because people, it's like so many people think everybody's dumb. No, people aren't dumb. We can look at somebody and know who's telling the truth. We can listen to somebody for an hour and know that they're the real deal, okay? All you have to do is really practice what it is that you're preaching, okay? And the quality of your content will speak for itself, okay? Just stop chasing this YouTube algorithm. All you're doing is destroying your channel, okay? Yeah, you might get subscribers that are all bots. See, this is another thing these people get caught up in, okay? They think just because they put out 3 videos a day and then they see their subscriber count go up, they think that's all people watching your videos. No, only thing that you're doing is satisfying YouTube, and you get these bots that come on your channel, okay? And these bots are not going to watch every single one of your videos, okay? The bots only come in when one of your videos hit the algorithm, okay? So let's say all your videos only get 100 to 200 views, all right? And then all of a sudden you get a video that gets 1,000 views. Most of those views on that 1,000 views are going to be bots. And this is where you're going to pick up subscribers and stuff like that. And then what do you automatically start doing? You start freaking making 100 more videos like that video. But you don't understand how YouTube works. I'm the YouTube OG. I think you should be listening to me. Okay. But instead, you're just going to keep filling your channel up with crap. And ain't nobody going to watch your videos. You can have 10,000 subscribers. It doesn't matter, but you're still not hitting 1,000 views because no one's not watching your content. You're putting out too much crap. Okay. It's quality that you need to put out. Stop chasing the YouTube algorithm. If you were going to blow up, you would have blew up a long time ago. Trust me. Okay. But a lot of you guys don't understand how YouTube works. And I'm not going to sit here and explain every single thing. Okay. If you want a consultation with me and you really, really want to know the truth, I'll tell you the truth. I'm not chasing YouTube. I could care less about YouTube. Okay. I'm not going to do what it takes to make it on YouTube, okay? You have to fall into a lot of things that you don't want to do to be big on YouTube. You got to follow trends. You got to do all sorts of things. I'm not following that. I'm in my own lane. I do what I want when I want, okay? And that's the attitude that you should have, okay? Instead of chasing this dream, okay? Because if it was really meant to happen, it would have been happened, all right? But I'm just tired of people ruining their channels. And then they want to get upset at somebody else that has less subscribers than you, that has more views than you, because you just don't understand the game yet, all right? So just be careful. That's all I'm telling you, especially if you're somebody new out there that just has recently started a channel. Be very careful on how you decide to run your channel, okay? Don't fill your channel up with garbage, man, because I'm telling you right now, ain't nobody going to watch all your videos. So just knock it off. Okay, I want to read you guys something. I want you guys to understand something. Let me tell you how society functions, bro. I want you to understand this. You got to be careful out here. This is why I told you guys you got to be emotionalist, okay? Listen to me very careful. This is why I tell you got to be emotionalist, bro, okay? You got to be very careful on how your emotions are as a man, okay? Why? Because what ends up happening is people submit to their emotions, okay? This is why there's so much chaos. Why do you think that they push chaos? I want you guys to really think about this. Why do you think they push chaos? Why is there so much drama? Why do you think they got everybody divided? Why do you think this world is filled with so much hate? Because they want you to lose emotionally. Why? Because what ends up happening is when you submit to your emotions, you end up doing the things that those emotions bring out of you, okay? Which is a lot of times is negativity, okay? I want you to understand this. And you end up living out your emotions, okay? This is why you see people who get mad, right? They get mad at something, right? They get mad at, someone being racist. They get mad at, someone having more than them and this and that. And what happens? They go out and they live those actions out, AKA road rage, AKA fights, AKA low-key hating on people, trolling. You have to be careful with your emotions. If your emotions rule you, bro, guess what? If your emotions rule you, you will submit to them. Think about this. If your emotions rule you, you will submit to them. This is why I told you, emotionless, bro. You have to be, all right? And when your balls are empty from being not being on semen retention, you're more susceptible to your emotions as a man. But when you are full to the brim, what are you walking around? You're walking around with your protection. You're walking around with your life force energy. Therefore, you are not going to be swayed easily, okay? Nobody's not just going to be able to get in your face and come and ruin your day when your balls are full. But when your balls are empty as your man, when your gas tank is empty, when you're low spiritually, these demonic attacks will come to you, bro, and they will throw you off of your journey. And that what's going to happen, like I said, is you're going to end up submitting to your emotions, which is going to get you in a lot of trouble as a man, okay? Because men will snap in a second, and we can hurt somebody in a second. We can scare somebody in a second, all right, just with the power of our voice, all right? So you have to understand that. You got to be very, very careful. And I want you to understand this too, guys, all right? This is another a reason why you don't submit to your emotions. Let's use Hollywood as an example. Let's look at all the people that got up in Hollywood and that done sold their souls, right? What are these people doing? Okay, what are these people doing that done sold their souls? They done basically let the dark side come in, infiltrate them, and now what are they doing? They're spreading negative energy and they're spreading negative messages through our society, through the music, right? Through what they say, through their actions of how they act. They're killing people, right? All their songs talk about is negativity. Don't get me wrong. I like some of the music, okay? Because most of it's got that beat, all right? They know what frequencies to play to get us to listen, okay? Because the beat is what gets us, all right? But you need to understand the things that these people are saying in these songs, and we look up to these people, okay? These people have sold their souls, bro. This means that there are soulless bodies up here, that we're looking up to. And what does that do when you have a soulless body? That just makes it easier from some kind of spirit, okay? Most of the time, a negative entity, a demonic entity to inhabit that body, okay? And this is where you get that people who sold their souls, bro, okay? They sold their souls and they're up there. They're not spreading messages of light. They're not spreading positive messages from the Most High, okay? They're doing what they are programmed to do once they've sold their soul. Selling your soul equals giving. Selling your souls equals giving your will over to demonic forces that control you, allowing demons to inhabit your soulless body, okay? This is what is happening. I want you to understand this on a big scale, on a big level, okay? This is why it's important to have your emotions intact, because when you don't have your emotions intact, guess what? You lose your morals as well. And you will do whatever it takes to make sure that you get what it is that you want. This is why so many people easily just sell their souls, bro, because they don't understand that the life force that they have inside of them, all right, will humble them, will light the fucking dark path for them, enable for them to live a prosperous life. But instead, they get drugged into what society wants to do to them. What society wants to do to them. Society wants you to get the fast track to everything in life, okay? Society done created microwaves. Society done created fast food. Society done created things that are just giving you instant gratification. And this is why all these people so quick to sell their souls, bro, because nobody wants to put in the effort, the time the things that it takes, bro, to fucking make it in this world. Everybody wants to take the fast way in life, man. And this is why it's so sad when you look at all these stars, all these Hollywood people, all these entertainers, bro, and you can look at them and you can tell that they done gave their fucking life over for nothing. They done sold their soul for money and fame. Let me explain something else to you. So once they sell their souls, guess what ends up happening? Guess what ends up happening to these people? Okay, they get involved in rituals. They get involved in singing these fucking crazy demonic songs. The music that they put out, guess what happens with the music that they put out? The music is low vibrational, and guess what it does? It starts affecting the minds of the innocent, bro. This is what happens. Okay, this is what happens. All right, and this all stems from one thing. What? Because none of these people have their emotions intact. They are so easily conquered. You have to understand this. This is where it all starts. And as a man, you retaining your seed, this is where that protection comes in. If you don't have protection, if you don't have the favor of the Most High, bro, okay, guess what's going to happen to you? You're going to be influenced, okay? And if your emotions are not in check, okay, if they're not in check, bro, you're going to be easily persuaded to do things that are going to cost you in the end. The God says, oh my God, I was just going to say that. Do not go searching for a guru. When you are ready, a guru will come searching for you. And that's what it is. That's what it is. But like I said, bro, the problem in this world, man, is instant gratification and people not having their emotions in check. Okay? People will do whatever it takes, bro, to get what it is that they want. Okay? Instant gratification. Okay? Nobody wants to put in the hard work anymore. All right? The more you work on yourself, bro, I promise you, the easier life gets. But if you're just one of these people that think you're just going to sit back, all right, spread a couple positive messages here and there and think things are going to come into your life and change, bro, you're wrong, man. It does not work like that, okay? That you be cutting in front of the line, bro. You be cutting in front of the line at lunch trying to get your lunch first, okay? It don't work like that, man. You have to develop patience. Okay. And you have to develop discipline. All right. Those are the key things, bro. All right. Once you develop those two right there, bro, then you're able to start putting the puzzle together about your life, what you need to fix, where you need to focus on, bro. And I'm telling you, it just comes together. I used to be in the same situation as everybody else out here, man. I did. I was in that spot plenty of times, man. I could think back 5, 6 years ago. Excuse me, probably longer than that now. I'd probably say 6, 7 years ago, okay, I was in that spot of confusion, okay? My emotions were not in check, bro. Every little thing would get to me, okay? Every little thing would throw me off my path. I couldn't focus, bro, okay? And thank the Most High that I found retention, bro. Because as soon as I found retention, man, I'm telling you, it only took me 2 months to figure out that this is what it is that I needed to be doing. Because instantly my life started changing. I started putting down things that I never thought I would ever be able to put down, okay? Number one, smoking weed. I used to smoke weed a long time ago, okay? That was one of the hardest things for me to quit, bro, all right? And I know it's one of the hardest things for you guys to quit. I know some of you people out there are still smoking weed and you're battling that demon. See, what you don't understand about weed is weed has come from such a long way. It is no way the original strain that it used to be. Okay. Everywhere I go, you guys, you know what I smell? Everywhere I go, I'm getting sick of it. I'm keeping it real with you. I'm going to preach now. I'm keeping it real with you. Every single place that I go, bro, all I do is smell weed. Weed is turning me off so bad, bro. Everywhere I go, I can't go nowhere without smelling weed, bro. Around where I live, I smell weed. Around stores, I smell weed. Around old abandoned buildings, I smell weed. Around police stations, I smell weed. Everywhere I go, I smell weed. And let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Since I quit, I got a nose for it. And let me tell you what my nose has been telling me about the weed. That the weed ain't regular weed no more. The weed has a very, very powerful, chemically fucking induced smell to it. It smells so rank these days. It is not the same smell that same sweet smell that I used to remember back in the days when I was in high school and we were smoking on the original shit, right? We were smoking on the BC buds, right? We were smoking on that White Widow, right? We were smoking on that homegrown. We were smoking on that original strain, okay? But today, wherever I go, bro, all I smell is disgusting fucking funk weed smell. And I can tell you right now, I can smell the toxicity of what's been added to the weed. It is a very strong chemically induced smell. And I'm telling you right now, more people are smoking weed than they ever have. And the reason that is because if you go every single place out here, you smell weed. So what is that going to eventually make you do? That's going to eventually make you fucking fall off the wagon and get back into smoking weed when you probably quit a while ago, right? Think about it. Wherever you go, bro, I don't care. And I know somebody's going to be able to testify to this. Wherever you go, that's all you do is smell weed in today's world. Keep it real, okay? Wherever you go, bro, okay? I'm just sick of it, all right? I'm just sick of it. Like, it's just like being affected by pornography. It's like being affected by sexual provocative images. Wherever I go, I don't care where I'm at, I smell weed. Somebody smoking it, somebody growing it. You know what I'm saying? It's got to the point now where weed has become a heavily addictive drug and it's become a true gateway drug, okay? Because what happens when you can't fucking get your weed? What happens when you can't get your weed? Let's keep it real tonight. What happens? You end up asking somebody for some money to buy some, to get some weed. If you don't have some weed, you end up pawning some of your shit to get some weed, selling some of your shit to get some weed. If you don't even have it at that level, what ends up happening? You end up stealing some shit. You end up doing some fucking illegal shit to get you some fucking weed, okay? Weed is what used to be a peaceful drug, bro. It didn't used to have no fucking side effects like that and consequences like that, okay? But now when people don't have the weed, what they're doing, they dive it into these pills. Man, it's ridiculous. Everywhere I go, bro, I'm smelling somebody smoking some kind of chemically funked weed or some fucking nasty smelling ass pills. This society, bro, has got people fucked up, man. Okay? And this is one of the main reasons I tell you, you need to fucking start focusing on yourself, bro, more than ever, man, because they are attacking us at every fucking angle. All right? And as soon as you start smoking that shit, you lose your state of mind, you fall off your wagon, and next thing you know, you're diving into all the negative shit that you once used to stay away from. Start smoking that weed long enough, next thing you know, you're going to start eating the garbage foods. You're going to start eating the high fructose corn syrup. You're going to start eating all the fucking the food dyes. You're going to start eating all the fast food garbage, okay? And all that food does is stimulate your lower chakras. And once your lower chakras are stimulated, guess what's going to happen? You're going to fall back into fucking touching yourself, masturbation, fornication, watching pornography, okay? All this stuff goes hand in hand, bro, all right? And I promise you on my life as I'm sitting here today, if you were really doing what I was doing, you wouldn't have any addictions, okay? I told you a long time ago, 3 years ago, semen retention breaks all addictions, okay? So if you're sitting here telling me that you still have addictions, you're not practicing semen retention. I can say no to anything. There's nothing that's going to knock me off of my high seat, bro, okay, except spilling my seed, okay? If I were to go on a fucking, a craze detox or, and just start letting that go of my seed every single day, guess what's going to happen? And then I'm going to fall back down the ladder and I'm going to be more susceptible to all those things that I once used to do. But I'm telling you, I'm such on a high frequency, bro, that I don't have anything like that goes on in my life. I don't drink. I don't smoke weed. I don't do any drugs. Okay? I'm a complete 100% sober, bro. And from this alone, guess what happens? It gives me this ability that everybody wants, this ability to be able to come up in front of the public, be able to talk with absolutely no fear, be able to say what comes right fresh top off of my mind. Okay? Because when you're telling the truth, bro, you don't have to remember what you said. I don't have to remember anything I said from the last hour we've been doing this stream. I don't have to remember none of it because I know all of it's the truth. All right? Because I'm in my right mind. I'm in my driver's seat. I'm in my highest version of myself. All right. And this is what I'm telling y'all. You have to try your hardest to become the best version of yourself, which is close to perfection. You got to put down all the negative energy. All the negative energy is going to get you killed. Okay. This is why they want you in negative, low vibrational energies. All right. Because you're going to react to your emotions. You're going to submit to your emotions, and you're going to end up doing something that's going to put you in big, big time trouble, bro. You possibly could lose your life. All right. This is some serious shit out here, you guys. I want you guys to understand one more thing. I want you to understand one more thing, bro. I want you to understand you got to master your soul. You got to guard your heart with all diligence. Okay. You got to master your soul, and you got to guard your heart with all diligence. What does that mean by mastering your soul? Like I said, the soul is what they're coming after. Okay. The soul is the most important thing in this world. Okay. To you, your soul. This is what this whole thing is about. This is what this matrix is all about. The matrix is all about losing your soul. I want you guys, I'm going to stress this, and I really want you to take this in, because I'm telling you the truth. It's about losing your soul, losing yourself, bro. That is the most important thing. Your soul is tied directly to your mind. And we just said that your mind is tied directly to your emotions. So if you don't have your emotions in check, if you're not emotionless and you're not being affected by all these things in life, you're going to be less susceptible for these people coming in and affecting you to the point where you're going to do something to end up losing your soul. Okay. And losing your soul doesn't just mean selling out your soul for money in Hollywood. You can lose your soul in many of ways. Okay. Fornication. Okay. Sleeping around. Okay. Like doing drugs. Okay. There's so many different ways that the Most High looks down upon. Okay. But you need to understand that this war, this spiritual war, is all about your soul. Okay. They want to take control of your soul, bro. They want you to lose your soul. This is why the devil, bro, it's all about the souls. Okay. He wants your soul. All right. This is why we have all this stuff going on all around us. You can lose your soul from hating another man. Okay. You can lose your soul from being a racist prick. You can lose your soul from sleeping around with the same sex. You can lose your soul in so many different ways. And this is what I'm telling you. If you haven't mastered your soul, then guess what's going to happen? You're going to end up diving into one of these agendas. Okay. You're going to think it's okay to sleep with the same sex. You're going to think it's okay to be a racist prick. You're going to think it's okay to fucking rob and steal. You're going to think it's okay to listen to rap music, go around and shoot people. You're going to think it's okay to do all this stupid foolishness shit, fornication, all these things, bro. And I guarantee you, you will lose your soul. The Most High is not taking nobody that has not worked on themselves. All that shit that they told you that someone died for your sins, that's all bullshit. Okay? That's all bullshit. All right? You are still under heavy judgment. Okay? And it's up to you to figure out the right and the wrong in life. And I'm telling you, they're coming for your soul. All right? They're pushing out agenda after agenda after agenda. They've got damn near everybody. They've got people to change their sex. They've got people to sleep with the same sex. They've got people to make themselves look like men, or women to make themselves look like men. They got women or men to make themselves look like women. And you want to know what's even crazier is now you got these two made up sexes and genders beefing with each other. Now you got trans people that don't like gay people. Like, how do you not see the division amongst every single thing that's in this world? And in all the key parts it comes down to is they want you to lose your soul. How is that possible? Here you got all these different beliefs, but every different beliefs has division amongst each other. Nobody sees what's going on out here, bro. Okay, nobody sees what's going on here. I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to tell you what it is. Okay, you're going to do what you want to do. Okay, but don't get mad when your life is not going the way that you want to go once you've made these decisions. Okay, everybody has to go back to the fucking 0 point. And 0 point was man and woman were here. Okay, there's nobody else. Okay, man and woman were here, and they were procreating with each other, and they were happy before the fall of man and woman. Okay, when the fall of man and woman happened, guess what happened? All right, all this stuff that we see today, modern life. Okay, because we've all fell, we've all forgotten who we were, who we come from, and the power that we hold. And the problem is, they've got us divided in so many different ways because they started with your soul. Okay. Once they got to our emotions, once they got us to that point, and then they control us, within the mind, they got us out here doing all sorts of things that we're not supposed to be doing. And this is what's creating the hell for everybody, because everybody has forgotten who the fuck they are on a big scale. All right. So I just want you guys to understand that this shit is about your soul. It is a lot fucking bigger than you fucking think. And I want you to understand this too. The mind is the most active part of the soul. Organized thoughts equal peace of mind. When you are controlled by your emotions, okay? Let me repeat that one more time. The mind is the most active part of the soul. Organized thoughts equal peace of mind. So here we go. Everything like I just repeated, okay? This is why we have to go back to 0 point and understand we need organization in our life. We need to follow the laws of the Most High. This is the reason why he put them here. This is the reason why we have laws in our society. We follow them even though they're bullshit. Most of the laws that we got out here, we already know they're bullshit. But guess what? You follow them, right? But it's like all the people who forgot the laws of our Creator, okay? And the laws of our Creator is an organized mind. Because when you have an organized mind, that equals peace. And this is why so many people are just off their rocker, bro. It's not that difficult, okay? But the point is, if you're not working on yourself, if you're not practicing the art of sexual retention, both as a man and a woman, okay, both as a man and a woman, then you do not have peace of mind. Your mind is actually being infiltrated. And when it's being infiltrated, your soul is now being affected because it's directly connected to your mind. And this is how they got all of us. They've got all of us, guys, okay? So my thing to you is you have to control your anger. You have to control your mind. You want to be peaceful as hell in these last days, okay? You want to be emotionless, bro, okay? You don't want to get caught up in the things that society's pushing you to do, okay? You want to walk your own path. You know why? Because I guarantee you this. I'll guarantee you this. I want you to take this as an analogy. I guarantee you this. If you are walking all alone by yourself in the wilderness, are you going to be doing the things of society? Are you going to be thinking the negative thoughts of society? Are you going to be doing all the things that they have us pushing out here? You wouldn't, because you'd be by yourself. And then when you're by yourself, what happens? You can hear yourself actually think. You're not being affected by the outside world. Therefore, you're going to be walking a narrow path. And this is what's going to help you get through this life. This is why not dwelling in other people's energies, because when you're messing around fornicating, when you're taking in videos on the internet, all you're doing is taking in all of these different energies, which then clog your mind. And now you're not able to fucking think normally, okay? You're being infiltrated and you don't even know it, all right? This is important. I want you guys, please to hear what I'm saying. Social media and toxicity break down your mind, which breaks down your body and leads to death. Let me repeat that one more time. Social media and toxicity break down your mind, which breaks down your body and leads to death. This is what the devil wants. This is why society is pushing what it's pushing. This is why there's so much toxicity everywhere. This is why there's so much hate everywhere. Because, like I said, your mind is linked to your soul. I told you it's all about your soul. Your mind is linked to your soul, bro. And when your mind is linked to your soul, guess what? It will break down your body. This is why we have premature fucking death. This is why so many people die young. Like Tupac said, the good die young. It's all done strategically through social media, through pornography, through wasting your sexual essence. If we could just get back to zero space, bro, okay? Focus on ourselves, work on ourselves before we can go out to this world and be paired up with our soulmates. This place would be a better place. You wouldn't have people out here in all this toxicity. You wouldn't have people out here wasting their energy to the level that they're doing, okay? Which is only creating toxicity, which you take inside of your temple, which does what? Which destroys your body, which makes you age faster, okay? Which leads to a premature death. And then guess what happens when you have a premature death? When you die prematurely, you don't complete your purpose and your destiny. I'll repeat that one more time. When you die prematurely, you don't complete your purpose and your destiny. And this is what the Most High wants for all of us. You are not able to complete your purpose and your destiny as a human being because you now have died early, because you were affected in your mind, which affected your soul, and then your body broke down your body, and now you died prematurely, and now you got to start over, reincarnation. And you're stuck in this cycle over and over and over and over and over until you get it. But I hear so many people say they want to escape this matrix. I hear so many people say they want to get to heaven. But yet nobody understands what's going on in this world. This is a spiritual warfare, ladies and gentlemen. This is why all this shit's going on. And you know where it starts actually? Let me hit you with one more thing. You know where it starts actually? It starts in the womb. It starts when you're in the womb. Did you know it's just a blessing to make it out of the womb? I repeat, do you know it's just a blessing to make it out of the womb? Do you know how tough it is in 2023 in the 20th century just to make it out of the womb as a child? You have vaccination shots. You have drugs. You have poisonous foods. You have poisonous water. You have miscarriages from birth control pills. You have all of these crazy things that affect you while you're in your mom's womb, bro. And you're lucky just to even make it to this level. And then as soon as you get out of the womb, what do you experience? You experience trauma as soon as you come out of the womb. Especially if you were born in a traditional hospital like most of us are born. What happens? Well, as soon as they pull you out, you're automatically, there's traumatic experiences as soon as you get pulled out of your mom. You're separated from your mom immediately, which you're not supposed to be doing. Okay? As soon as the baby's born, the baby's supposed to get stuck right up on that mama's tit and immediately start to feed and create the bonding process. But what happens in these public hospitals and all this shit is you get taken from your mom, separated immediately. They go poking and prodding you. They spank you on your ass. They inject you with all sorts of freaking toxic chemicals. They cut your umbilical cord, which they're not supposed to cut your umbilical cord because the umbilical cord is transferring knowledge. This is what I'm telling you the truth, knowledge, okay, DNA, all sorts of shit from your mother to that child, and they cut that cord immediately. They pinch it off immediately as soon as you're born, okay? There are so many traumatic things that happen in your life that have led you to this point. So I do applaud you if you made it this far and you're a strong human being and you don't have a whole bunch of problems that you have to figure out. But I just want you to understand that this shit is deep on so many levels and it's all strategically done to make sure that you lose your soul. I want you to understand that, okay? And I also want you to understand this last thing. The trauma fresh out of the womb will determine the sin, iniquity you will be involved in. And this separates you from the Most High. So let me repeat that one more time and then I'll explain it. The trauma fresh out of the womb will determine the sin and iniquity you will be involved in. So think about this. Think about this. You've had all these different things that happen to you fresh out of the womb. Little girls are molested. Little girls are touched. Little girls are raped. Little boys are touched. Little boys are raped. Little boys are separated from their mother at a young age. Little boys are separated from their daddy at a certain age. And all this creates trauma, okay? There's no one parenting supposed to happen. It's always supposed to be two parents there, okay? The minute you separate the children from the family, there's trauma, okay? Because I know plenty of people who've experienced this trauma, okay? My ex, for example, she has tremendous amount of trauma, and she takes it out on me because of things that have happened to her when she was young, okay? So she takes out things on me, and sometimes she might even know it, and sometimes she does. But it's so traumatic, and it's never been fixed in her life that she takes it out on me. So what does this say? This is the iniquity. This is the sin that she endured at a young age, okay? And it will determine on what kind of shit that you will do. So if you were touched as a young child, guess what your iniquity and your sin was going to be? You're eventually going to pass that on to another person in your life. You probably touch your brother. You probably touch your cousin. You probably touch somebody else's child in an inappropriate way. If you were beaten, okay, if you were abused fresh out of the womb, guess what your iniquity is going to be? You're going to be someone that turns into an abusive person when you get older because you've never had this situation taken care of. You never got any help for it because it was something that you experienced fresh out of the womb. So I just want to show you and give you examples of these cycles that all have to do with you losing your soul. And this is all strategic. The devil is real. The negative energies, the demonic forces on this planet, in this matrix, it's real. And a lot of us don't even understand where we got these habits from. And I'm here to tell you where you got these habits from, okay? So I just wanted to awaken you to what's going on here, okay? Because it's deep out here. And a lot of you are asleep. And without me being on retention, without me raising my vibrations to the highest possible level that I ever could, I became an intelligent person. I became downloaded with messages from the divine to be able to share with you, to be able to give you some sort of hope, to help you try to fix your life the best that you can, because we are damn near in the end, people. All right. The Most High is returning. All right. This world has been reset many of times. Okay. And I just want you to understand that you have to prepare yourself. And the only way you can prepare yourself is to know from the very start what you were dealing with. Okay. Because a lot of us did not grow up with perfect lives. Okay. A lot of us are coming from very traumatic lives. And we don't have answers, and we don't know where to look to start to fix our lives, okay? So I just really want you guys, please, man, take heed of what I'm telling you and understand I'm not up here capping. I'm up here being the realest of the realest. And I really want you to figure out life so you can get out of here, okay? But first, you have to work on yourself before you can help somebody else, okay? I want you to understand that. All right. And guys, I'm about to get out of here. I just wanted to share that with you. I thought that was very, very important to get that off of my chest. Okay. Because it's been bothering me that a lot of you guys just don't understand what's going on. And I want you to understand it's deeper than you can ever imagine. All right. So I appreciate you guys for coming in here tonight. Do me a favor, man. Hit the like button. I'm going to be back next week. I have a lot of shit going on in my life, okay? I'm being attacked really bad right now, you guys, okay? Really bad, okay? You know who's attacking me already. I made the video about it, okay? There's been some really crazy shit going on in my life, bro, and I have some serious dates coming up here, and I can't even talk about it in full right now because this person will try to use it against me, all right? But I'm just letting you know that there's some lot of shit going on in my life and it's fucked up and I don't deserve what's going on. But still, I still keep a straight face and come on here tonight and be positive and share with you positive messages to try to help your life. even though my life, someone's trying to affect my life to the magnitude that they're doing it. All right. So you guys take care. I will talk with you next week. I promise I'm going to be back next week because I have something else I want to talk about that I didn't get out. All right. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Have a good one, guys. I love y'all. Peace.